Greetings, RC model geeks, and here we are in the shed yet again for part 36 of the Sarik Hobbies de Havilland, Canada Chipmunk build. So today the plan is to get the fuselage halves stuck together, and will be a big step forward in what we've got to do. Now there's a couple of things we have to do before we can glue the fuselage halves together. One of those is to get the push rods sorted out. Now I've already put the push rods in, here they are, and I've connected them up to the elevator and the rudder, and they are working all lovely jubbly. So what I've done, we've got to cut these to the right length. So I've lined up the rudder and the elevator, and I've marked on the push rods where they need to be cut, and then I will put a thread on both of those push rods, and that's all done. The other thing we've got to do is we've got to put in the engine bearers, which are down in the front there. They need to be stuck to the top half of the fuselage before we assemble the fuselage. Once we've done that, we can pretty much glue the two halves together, and then we'll be leaving that overnight to dry off properly. Now I'm going to glue the fuselage halves together with wood glue. I'm not going to use epoxy, because you know there's a little bit of alignment and tweaking you want to do. You want that time. I've only got 5-minute epoxy, so wood glue is going to be our way to go, and as we're gluing wood together, it ain't a problem. Yeah, so that is the plan for the day. So I'm going to get this these two push rods out, chop them off, thread them, and then we can carry on. Roll of honour for the day, thanks to Frank for his donation to the big shed. Much appreciated. As I keep saying, the generosity of people who watch this channel is amazing, and we are creeping closer and closer to the total for the big shed. So keep it up, everybody. It's gonna happen. Right, back in a minute when I've done a bit more. Right, I would say we're nipping along, but this has taken a fair while. So push rods are in there with the clevises on them, and also at that end there, and they're all set up to the right length, so it's just a matter of bolting the servos in as and when. So that is all good. That's one step closer to gluing the fuselage together. So if I just take this canopy off now, we need to move on to the top half of the fuselage. Now this canopy's on there so well now I can't get it off. Right, there we go, just get that off out of the way. Right, now on this top half, down at the front here, there, we've got to glue in the engine bearers. Now even though we're technically not using them, they're part of the strength of that front fuselage, so we need to get them in. Now I've actually shortened them because I'm doing a slightly different method. I'm going to create a flat plate on the front that the electric motor is going to bolt to, and this is part of it still. Now they've got a slot basically in there like that. I just need to look on the drawing to get the correct length. That one's a little bit tight. Might just have to file the slot there slightly. See, that's not sitting in properly. Yeah, just a little bit tight. But yeah, so I'll get them glued in. Once they're glued in, we're very, very close to gluing the fuselage halves together. But I've just also remembered that I saw on the plan that this section down here on the bottom half needs fiberglassing. To give it extra strength. Now, I haven't got any fiberglass tape. I don't think I have. I might have a quick look through. I'm fairly sure I haven't got any fiberglass tape. But if you remember, I had that other tape for that was for hinges and stuff. I might use that, soak that in epoxy, and then put it into the bottom here. Basically, you've got to strengthen up this bottom area. I would guess it's to take the load for that front wing mounting. But yeah, that just needs stiffening up in there. So those are the final two things to do before we join the fuselage halves together. So I'm going to see if I can find some tape of some description, and we'll get that in. Okay, we're getting there. So I've bandaged the inside there. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but all in there is bandaged and epoxied to give it a bit more strength, which is what it's got on the plan. So that's good. So that's that out of the way. So the next thing is to get those two engine bearer blocks in. There and there. And then once that's done, we can give the two mating surfaces a quick sand over, and then we'll glue the two halves together. Hey, we're getting there. Okay, so this is it. Everything is sanded. Given the mating surfaces a quick sand over, make sure they're flat. So I don't think there's anything else we can do apart from glue it together. So I'm going to put wood glue over all these joints, put the other half on, tape it up, leave it to dry for the night. So I'll come back when I've mated the two halves. Okay, so the fuselage is together. It's all clamped together at the moment, just keeping it all in line and taped together. So yeah, gonna let that dry off overnight, and then we'll be ready to do the next part, whatever that is going to be. Yeah. So that's it. So don't forget, have a look at Sarik Hobbies website if you haven't already. You might just find something on there that you might like to build, or even a chipmunk like this one. And don't forget the Big Shed Fund. It's getting closer and closer, so keep up your donations. Like I said, thanks to Frank who donated. He's a star. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for the next part. Yeah, whatever that may be. So I'll see you all then. Bye. Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.